Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to FMA Discussion. This is episode 415, and today we are going to be covering North Carolina FMA Symposium. So this will be the actual first event where I'm kind of, the whole thing with FMA Discussion on the road. And Guro Alex was so kind to, basically when I asked him if he would be interested in doing this, was incredibly receptive and has been so instrumental in making this happen. And we're going to cover that. So, and with him joining is GM Bobby. So these guys will be going on to 4:45, and then we'll be having GM Dan Medina and Guro Viko, and they'll be coming out 4:45. So we're gonna get all of them on here, and they're going to talk about the event and all that. So also, by talking about the event, GM Bobby's got some stuff to share, stuff that's coming down the pipeline in the future. And without further ado, Guro Alex and GM Bobby. If you're watching, tell us where you're watching from. Smash that like button. If you have questions, please put them in the comment section, and I promise to get to them. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
Good.
I look really handsome in this thing. Look at it.
Well, again, as you heard in the intro, I am about FMA discussion going on the road, just to give some folks some insight that are watching. So during the COVID, the pandemic, I was had a chance, because everything being locked down, of course, to think like, how can I reinvent myself? What can I do to piggyback off the momentum that's been occurring during this pandemic and take it far as future tense? And one of the things that came up was, well, what if I took us on a road and further created unity by doing seminars with multiple FMA instructors? And that was one thought. And so when the pandemic was coming towards the end, I'm like, this is probably a good time. And I recall, watching your episode, Guro Alex, and I was writing down, like, this is the guy. I'm like, man, like, he's not only has a facility, this guy's a go-getter. He's enthusiastic, energy. And I couldn't think of a better person. And you live to all expectations. I mean, you have been absolutely wonderful in this whole planning. I just can't thank you enough for what you've done. And I hope folks understand and realize post-event that they just see how instrumental you've been with all this. And I greatly appreciate it. You could have said no, find somebody else or whatever. And you were just so enthusiastic right from the get-go. So a big salute to you and thank you.
Thank you.
So, oh yeah, I know. I thank you. So, all right. So some feedback. What have you got as far as feedback, Alex? Excitement, people looking forward to it.
Both, yeah. A lot of excitement. A lot of people looking forward to it. The timing seems to have been a little bit not in our favor, just because it's early June. There's a lot of people traveling, graduations. So, we're hoping that a little bit more people show up. But as of right now, we're looking pretty good, pretty strong. And there's a lot of hype over this, a lot of excitement over the diversity of instruction and weaponry that's going to be covered. So, it's going to be on fire.
Yeah, I just think, look at the guys that we got there, GM Bobby, GM Dan, yourself, Guro Viko. I mean, there's going to be a wide range of talent coming from different spectrums too. I'm going to be the oddball coming from Piper, but you know what? Hey, we're going to make it work, man. Nobody's seen it, so maybe it'll be a breath of fresh air for folks that are not familiar with it and that. But again, I think it's going to be exciting, and I really hope momentum can come from this to work with other folks such as yourself and that. So what do you think, GM Bobby? What do you think? You excited?
Yes, I am excited. But I am just like.
So we're saving you for the end. Big surprise. No. So you're going to be kind of like the encore. So
too busy.
Yeah,
I'm too busy. I just came back from Philippines and Australia. About 4 months. I was out from my house.
Wow.
And I left my wife with a hip surgery, and so I just go. I cannot stop doing seminars, invitations, something like that. And I have
Well,
to finish also the
okay.
books in Australia, like the second book. Um, we shoot about 8,000 photographs for the second book. And the third book, we shoot about 9,000 photographs. So I hope that will be finished. And then after that is the thinking about the movie. I want to be a very, very handsome boy.
So, I mean, that's incredible, exciting stuff. So let's. I'm going to just back up a bit so the folks who might not know, you already have, of course, a first book out. Can you show
Yes.
that to the folks?
Show them the book.
Yes, this right here. Say this one here.
All right. And when did that come out, GM?
Like last
October?
November.
November, yeah.
November, yeah.
Okay, so last fall. Okay. All right.
Yeah, November.
And just for folks who might not be familiar, what is basically, and as far as the first book there, what is basically covered?
Mainly my life story.
Okay.
Is there's a lot of testimonies here, and I also have the foreword here. Is the Senate President of the Philippines, the Miguel Subiri, and also Grandmaster Frank Sanchez, one of the forewords also. And there's a lot of testimonial here too, that helping a lot.
Okay.
And Dr. Garth
wow.
is the one who made this book for me. So
It looks wow. I mean, so basically your life story. About how long did it take you to compile everything and get that first book out?
I tell you what, Dean, this doctor that I have, I don't even know these photographs that he put in when I was like 6, 8 years old. Well, with my family. I don't know the pictures, but he put it there. I don't know, when did you get that? So he's the one who does everything, because I told him everything what I have, because this guy is the one that I always come to tell about my problems and, like everything. All these people that I have to, relate with my problems, how to promote this art worldwide since long time ago. He was with me since 30 years ago, the same as Dr. Patrick Smith. They're the ones who look after me here. So, so this book is really, he did really good job on this. I don't know about English words, like that, but he did it really good. Makes me look handsome on this. Very, very good.
Yeah, but sometimes it's worth the wait to get something that's really good. It says doing something quickly and you're not happy with it, and
I am very happy with it. So these are all my grandmasters here. Like Tino is here, and this one here, this right here. And then this
the
is
cover looks amazing.
Great Grandmaster Ansyong Bacon, and my instructor Chufilo Velez, and then Grandmaster Jose Villas in this one here.
Wow.
The next book that I have, all the covers is like the all my qualified instructors worldwide.
Yeah.
That's what all the covers of my book.
Okay.
And there's it is really good.
I mean, it looks from here. It looks like they did a beautiful job on the cover and the pictures. And we got some folks saying hello to both of you. So we have Brett Reese from Kentucky. We got Brian Kanata from Georgia. GM Dan's watching before he comes on. We have Kurt from Alaska. We have Jackie from Kansas City. Guru J from Hawaii. And Gary Carducci. All right. Yeah, folks, if you're watching, tell us where you're watching from. All right. So that's your first book.
If I could been real quick for a moment. So Dr.
Oh, you should go ahead.
Yeah, so Dr. Garth Dicker is the author, as Grandmaster was telling everybody, and he's from Australia. And he started contacting all of the instructors and friends of Bobby during the pandemic. So when everything was shut down, especially in Australia, because we all know Australia was hit really hard with the lockdowns and everyone had to stay home. So that's when he got everything rolling, and he literally buckled down and pumped that giant book out in 2 years. It is a work of art. There's a tremendous amount of history and knowledge in the book, highlighting all of his full qualified instructors from around the world and historical photos. And Dr. Garth did all of that during the pandemic, during the shutdowns in Australia. So big shout out to Dr. Garth. He's an incredible martial artist and human being for doing that. Big piece of
amazing. Yeah. Much to your point, Australia, man. I mean, their lockdown was like lockdown.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I remember, folks, just from hearing from some of the folks over there that fines, penalties, pretty bad, unfortunately. But hey, it looks like something good came out over there because he was able to lock himself in the house and get that done for you. So you mentioned you've been away 4 months now and you just got back. So did you go to Australia first or the Philippines first?
Yeah, I've been to Australia first. He always invited me to Australia first to give seminars and training all my qualified instructors there, just like polishing them up. And then people from New Zealand also. But I did not go to New Zealand because it's still locked down out there. They don't want anybody visitors there yet. Even now.
New Zealand, really?
Maybe now, but that November is not.
Back then, no, you're okay. All right.
So they're the one who, God is the one who invited me there. And then he always asked me if you want to go to Philippines so that we can buy you a ticket. Then Philippines. Then I have to finish my job first in Australia. It's too much photographs, too much job. Then in Philippines, I was invited by the Senate President to attend the tournaments for the Philippine martial arts because he's the president on that too. And we met Rene Tongson, and actually we have a seminar, both of us, me and Rene Tongson, in Rome coming soon, September.
In September, we'll be
in
Rome.
Here's another gym. Right?
I just came back from Berlin too at the Olympic Historical Stadium. So we only have 150 people. They only give us 150 because of pandemic. Still the same, right? They don't mess up. Only 150 people. So there's some more people wants to come, maybe another 200, but they cannot provide it.
They can't provide space. Okay.
The space is good, but the pandemic things,
because they had restrictions on how many people can gather.
Actually be in one place. Okay, at the same time. I got you. Okay.
I mean, the event sold out in a matter of weeks. It was sold out.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. No, I believe it. So Australia, you went to the Philippines. I mean, obviously you're working with your instructors, doing seminars.
Yeah.
Now in the Philippines, I imagine you
also training with the Russian house with Alexander Bizarkin.
I was going to say the Russian house at that time was kind of going on as well. Okay.
That's always that one. Yeah, I always support that. So it is good. It's good visit, but the problem is since Australia, my nose bleed a lot. I don't know why, but they cauterize it. The doctor cauterized it, and in Australia, but the same place. So I have to, when I go to the Philippines, it's still bleeding, and then we go to the doctor again, and they cauterize again, but the same place, and it's still bleeding. So now it's going harder, like a post-it, like open the post-it and very strong, I said, to this. So I have emergency 3 times in a row, 1 o'clock in the morning. So I did go there, and then they look at it and they put me to sleep. They look at inside with the camera, and then there you go, underneath the nose. That's where the big vessel coming out, So it's done now. It's good.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. And we got some more folks that just jumped in. We have Catherine K. Guns from Florida, Eric Harris from Georgia.
Oh, what's up, Eric? Very cool.
What's that?
I'll say Eric. Yeah.
Eric, yeah. And we got Paul, who I believe,
Hey, Paul.
I'm not mistaken,
Awesome.
Chicago. Yeah.
That's from all over the U.S. That's amazing. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Okay, so Russian House, working with instructors, seminars. Okay, now, second, okay, so you got your first book done. Obviously, that's been selling since last October, November. Let's look at your second book for starters. What's the inspiration, and what is the second book going to cover differently than the first?
Yeah, the second book is the syllabus.
Oh, the actual syllabus. So the 6 levels, 7 levels?
Everything is
grouping system, the whole 9 yards? Okay.
I think mostly also the qualified instructor has to give one techniques out of their 24 techniques their own. So we want that to promote all the qualified instructors.
So basically, Dean, there's 7 levels in Balintawak. And
correct.
Level 6 is what's called completion of the art. And it's kind of like you've went through the curriculum, and now if you want to become a full qualified instructor, you have to develop 24 of your very own techniques. And Bobby likes it when you incorporate your own martial arts. So if you do karate, jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, he wants to see that in the creation of your 24 techniques. In addition to that, you have to bring up someone under you to be able to pass level 6. So if you have a student that doesn't pass level 6, you cannot pass level 7. So you almost have to produce a masterpiece before you can become a master. And so this new book is going to include the syllabus and also have his full qualified instructors pick their very best techniques in a sequence so that people can look at it in the book and actually follow it and learn it from the book. It's really
I think that's fantastic. Not only are you highlighting your instructors, but they're also getting some aspect of what the syllabus is and all that. Wow. It sounds fantastic to me. Without seeing it, of course. I've always, and again, it's amazing by virtue of doing these interviews, I've kind of got some aspect of like how systems run, all that, like Monitor Nice. And I recall, as far as your guys' faction of Balintawak, that the 6 levels on the 7th, you're incorporating, and I think that's just so neat that you bring stuff that you do into it, whether it's BJJ, Wing Chun, whatever other background you have. I always found that fascinating.
I don't want you to lose your martial arts. I want you to develop it together with what I share with you. That's what it is. So I don't want that to lose you. Because
I think that's really neat, though. You're making it open for them and let have their individuality without.
Oh yes. I really want them to show what they got because they've been training their own style for many, many long years. Now you can apply that while you're doing the Balintawak. Apply your techniques, and that one techniques. Sometimes I told them to counter my techniques. That counter, put numbers in it. And that is not mine anymore. That's yours. That will become you an advanced student. Right? It's not me giving you advanced student. I don't have any advanced techniques. I only have semi-advanced techniques. So that you have time to think how to counter what I give you. Because there is a counter in every counter, believe me.
I think it's great you do that. Let them shine, let them bring their past experience into that, not having a bunch of robots. I think it's refreshing. And kudos to you for doing that. Guro, Alex, for your for your level, what'd you do?
So I was pretty creative in developing my techniques. I did some applications against knife, gun, and also traditional weapons. I did some techniques against the bow, and I also did a disarm where I ended up with 2 sticks, and I did an application from my Okinawan Tambo background, which is like 2-stick grappling that I learned through my
Neat.
Talon roots. And one of the techniques was really funny because, and I didn't know at the time everyone was going to laugh. I was going to get this reaction, but I did a gun disarm, and I was instructing my students like turn around on the ground. And when he turned around and went on the ground, I took the gun and put it away and used my stick, and everyone started dying. So I stopped looking around like I did something wrong. Then it hit me like I have a gun on him, but I put it away.
And you're putting the gun away to go to blunt weapons. Yeah, I mean, right. You got the ultimate tool, and you're putting that away.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, really?
That's funny.
So that was it was a great test. I did it with Jamar Kansajar from Atlanta area, and also Brian Corey, who's also from here, from the Charlotte area. He was also my alumni that day. It was a
That name has come up before.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Brian Corey's great. He's got a great school, great martial artist. One of Bobby's best friends, and he takes good care of everybody.
Everybody is friend.
Yeah. Everybody. I'm everybody's best friend. Okay, so how far along is the second book?
I don't really know.
Right now we're in the
hopefully it's November, I think.
Yeah. So he's just right now just formatting. He's got most of the information. He gave all the instructors till end of June to turn in our techniques. And I know, knowing Dr. Garth, he'll as soon as he gets it, he just pumps it out.
So the same guy in Australia then?
Yes, he's going to author all 3 books.
That's wow. Sounds like a very generous and kind man. Wow.
Yeah, he is very generous. He just want to help me. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, which is obviously fantastic. So second book kind of being in the works. Okay. I don't want to jump ahead, but just so folks know what's coming down the pipeline. Third book, can you speak on it? What's going to be as far as the content?
It's a syllabus. The syllabus, the spectrum of Balintawak. That's it.
Okay.
So the third book will be just the
spectrum of Balintawak. Yeah,
full spec.
So just all right, pictures, illustrations of techniques and stuff.
That I don't know yet. God, he is the one, and then I just provide what he wants me to do. Really.
Okay. But I mean, all right. But I think it's exciting. Folks know that you got 2 more books coming out. That's exciting. You know what I mean? For folks, yeah.
So this first book is like 409 pages, 490 or something.
And this weekend, Grandmaster's going to have his books available for sale, and whoever comes to the event can have him sign it, and you'll have videos there as well for him to sell for the curriculum and stuff. So if anybody's interested in that, there'll be a table set up for you can take photos with GM and everything with the book.
Oh wow! Yeah, absolutely. Just catching up here, guys. Signing some more folks jumping in and saying hello. We have Michael Lard, John Kuspis, I'm Muck Brother. All right. We got Joel, Canada, and Catherine. Catherine loves the humor that you put your gun away and took sticks out.
I'll have to post that video. I have it somewhere, and it's hilarious. You'll see.
I love it. Oh my gosh!
And I'm like, oh no, I did something wrong, and then it hit me like, oh, I see the iron.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, and it seems pretty funny. And we got Eric O'Brien, that crazy guy from Florida. All right. So movie. So you're thinking about a movie which basically would kind of be a biography, so to speak.
My real life story. Yeah, my real life
story.
Yeah, like a fiction, and what I've done, and how did I do this? Known to the world without education. I'm not ashamed to tell the world about that.
Because, should you be?
Yeah. So that's what I promised to my grandmasters. I will be the one who will promote the art worldwide. And they're just smiling at it because I'm only scrubbing the floor before just to get my lessons. But I'm just lucky.
Mm. No, that's wow, wow. And so, is this any traction thus far? Have you talked to anybody about it? How to go about it, or
What is it?
Have you talked to anybody about the like producing the movie?
Oh yes, we will. I think I produce it myself. I think with the help of
Right.
Brian's lawyer is promising me too that when he go to LA to pursue his career for the movie, then he will do first my real life story. Brian's lawyer, this stunt, lawyer stunt. There,
Yeah.
we have plenty of stuntmans now in LA and also even in Atlanta. So,
that's got to be a process? I can't even imagine that process. That's got to be like, all right. So obviously you have interest, which there's no surprise to me. So basically, would you play yourself, or what's?
um, I have to.
I think you should. How else can? Who
I
else
have
is going
to.
to emulate?
I have to
That
find
life
somebody
journey of
who
yours.
is handsome when I was little boy.
And you've been handsome ever since day of birth. I mean, that's why you're here, right? Is
Well,
that the running joke? How handsome you are, and
yeah, I have to. It has to be like I'm going to show off myself. Really, when it comes to movie, believe me, I am very show off man. If there is no show off, this won't be like this day. You have
you
to
should
show
do it.
off a little bit, but make it sure when you show off, it is explosive.
Yeah.
It's not just show off without meat in it. I want to make it sure that I show myself like that disarming that we're discussing. Disarming techniques, make it sure that like magic, something like that.
Yeah, I think you should. It should be you. I mean, yeah, I think that's. And we got more folk. We got Renee, Terrell Richardson. Oh, Renee's a funny guy. Renee's available to take the role if needed. Okay.
Is he handsome?
Renee, he's. You know
Long as he
what?
has no hair, that's fine.
He doesn't. He has no hair, so he could be a
Oh, that's
good. He
good.
could
I love you, man.
see. You know. All right. So this is wow. I can't. I mean, this has got to be. This can't not be. By no means a short process. I mean, yeah. I mean, you got attorneys involved. I can't. I couldn't even imagine what steps are in making this happen. But again, though, far as when I look at leading figures in the martial arts world, obviously I mean, Dan Asano and all that. So yeah, I mean, I think it's fitting, and I think it'd be fantastic for the FMA community,
It
to
is
have a
really hard,
movie.
really hard to promote the art. Really, we started mostly when this is the hardest part of my life. When I was in the
Mhm.
airplane, what am I going to do there in New Zealand? I don't know how to speak English. And I don't even know how can I promote this. I don't even know how to teach the group like 5 people in one go. No, we have to train one on one, but it won't work that way really. Right?
Yeah,
To promoting the art, you have to create something. I did not change the system, but I put some more in it.
yeah.
That's it. Yeah. So
I
that's
mean,
what I.
people evolve. Yeah, everybody. I mean, I think evolution and evolving a system can be positive.
I have to
And
be
there. So
truthful to everybody. Like mostly the law enforcement like that. I have to be truthful. I will teach everything what I have for more than 50 years, but still no guarantee. I
yeah,
don't
you're
have,
being honest.
yeah.
Yeah. You
With
have to be integrity of self, honesty. Yeah, yeah. I mean, nothing wrong with that. Oh, Renee wants to add, I am stunning. Okay. So here we go, folks. And in addition to that, I am Spanish. I hope that's okay.
Yes, I'm Guillermo.
Now, Eric would like to piggyback off the whole bald look. The best looking men have no hair. Just ask me.
Yes, of course, of course.
I'm working my way there.
Soon, Alex, you will be a handsome.
Part of the handsome team.
There you go. Soon you will be.
Soon I will be very busy to, to teach this law enforcement. We're talking about that with Floyd Yoder, one of my instructor, and he's the chief of the the Justice Academy, SWAT teams, and everything in that. Maybe we're talking about 5,000 SWAT teams or something like that in North
Oh
Carolina.
wow. Okay. Okay.
At
That's a
the
lot.
Justice Academy, I don't know how to teach that. So, but
That would be very intimidating for me if I heard the word 5,000.
I used to teach them before, but it's only like once in every 3 months, like that, just to visit and things. But this time, we're talking about a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah. And we got more
I don't
comments
know.
are just coming in.
I asked Viko. I
Yeah.
said, maybe you can help me later on
Yeah.
if we proceed on this thing.
Yeah, he's right by you, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we meet
Um,
more every now and then at the gym. We go to the gym
yeah.
together. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice. And Renee says, Alex, you're in training.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And Catherine is saying facts. I guess she's alluding to the fact that all guys are, I guess, more handsome. I don't know. That's just one opinion, and I'll leave that at that. And we got Terry from Stockton. All right.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Very-
All right. So we covered we got your books, talking about the movie. All right. Last and before, I think I'm going to time this perfectly right up to 4:45 before GM Dan, Guro Viko. Okay. Last weekend. So let's hear about it.
in Florida. So Grandmaster Bobby invited us to come down to Grandmaster Sanchez's event. It's called the World Head of Family Soakship Council Hall of Fame Awards. And Grandmaster Bobby nominated master instructors and then students of the year and man and woman of the year. And so we went down. There's probably 40 of us, 45 of us that went. And it was really great because first, when we all get together, it's usually during World Camp here in Charlotte. But when they all come, we're training. Like it's Thursday training, Friday training, Saturday training, and then Sunday testing. This time, we all got together and we didn't have a lot to do. So we just partied and just shared meals and drinks and music and danced. And then during the banquet, we had all of the back tables of the place. So when they were introducing the grandmasters of the event, and they're like, all the way from Charlotte, North Carolina, Grandmaster Bobby Tabuada. Everybody was like, whoa! And so they're like, all right, he's rolling deep.
Yeah. So tell me something. For the people that were being honored or the recipients, do they have to be affiliated with Blentowac, or is it just across the board? It doesn't matter.
That is all over the world, I think, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So regardless of your affiliation, okay, gotcha.
Yes.
All right. How do they get nominated? Like, is there a board or how?
Oh,
how
they
do
just ask me, who do you, want to be nominated for your things? So there is a list there, what kind of category. So I figure out that it's about time. It is really hard to get some Hall of Fame and a real one. That is good for encouragement for everybody, encouragement for my students. I even have the guy that have Parkinson disease. I supposed to demonstrate there. He had Parkinson. He can hardly move, but when he plays with me, he can move. Just to example, give them encouragement like
that's awesome.
Hall of Fame, Student of the Year, Hall of Fame, something like that. So I got lots of people that I want them to receive some of those. It pays back time, because they help.
So it's a good thing, right?
Very, very good. Good for them.
Wow. Because I noticed, obviously, there was Blentowac folks there, your students. I mean, I saw Belton. Obviously, he was talking. Matter of fact, when I interviewed Belton, he was there.
Yes.
Obviously, Alex, and I saw some other folks there. So I was just curious if there had to be an affiliation, or it was just basically kind of all walks of martial arts
It's
systems of life.
nominated by me.
Yeah.
I have to be careful who do I do nominate it,
Okay.
and I have to also make it sure that it's real Hall of Fame. It's not like just so. It
Wow.
was
Sounds
really
like it was quite the event. I mean, some of the pictures I saw from it looked outstanding. I mean, jeez. Alex, I mean, and again, congrats to you on what you received. So that must have been stellar. I can't even imagine.
It was. It really was. I mean, we would do it without the accolades, without the awards, because we love the art so much. It's our life. But it's really nice when you get recognized by your teacher for your efforts and your loyalty and determination to train hard. And so it really does go a long way when you get that recognition, and to do it
100%.
and your friends and your family. My wife was with me, and it was just really special for everybody. It was a great event. The food was really good. The venue was really nice. The layout, a really nice job. Yeah, it was a really good
See, I'm a food guy, man. The food's got to be good, man.
Filet mignon, it was like a big old chunk of meat. It was delicious.
Yeah, I'm a stress eater. Or I'm just an eater, period. But yeah, so food's important to me. It's got to be good. I don't care what we got. Chris Nolly's here. Oh, you know that guy.
Chris.
Yeah, beautiful. My
trained yesterday.
GM Dan, let's okay. When you nominate somebody, you have to be very selective. Yeah, right. You just don't let anybody in there, right? It's got to be special, right? Mean something. And that was now. So that go Friday to Sunday, or was it just Friday and Saturday?
Friday is supposed to be Friday, Saturday, but I have seminar before that from another organization. I have seminar with Grandmaster Bait and Rafi.
Bait. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Was yeah.
Okay. So seminar, then Friday night was the actual event, or was it Saturday night? Saturday night. Okay. All right.
Friday they had training from 6 to 8 or 10 at the event. But then Jim Bobby was with Rafi Pambuan and Abundia Bayet doing a seminar nearby. And then Saturday we had training, and we did a demonstration and taught a class. So Bobby led a class for an hour.
Okay.
Afternoon. Actually, you were up first in the morning. And then there was training of various instructors all the way till about 3 o'clock. And then we did the banquet that night at 6 o'clock.
And so basically people, I'm assuming, either left Saturday or Sunday morning. Okay. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. This is Renee's a funny guy. Now, so Renee was on episode 404. So anytime Renee comes on, that's the episode. It's special. So the event sounds like I felt when I saw episode 404. I could have sworn you would have said 355, Renee, but I don't know. I think 355, top 404. Okay, all right. So, Guro Alex, what are you teaching Saturday?
So, years ago, when Jim Bobby was telling us about his experiences with his teacher, he said that after a while, he got used to the sting of the stick. He said, but he never got used to getting punched by his instructor.
Jeez,
and so
I can't imagine why.
That to me was like, wow, okay, I get it. So in our system, we do a lot of things like lay-ons, and we trap the arms, and then now we have our free hand to basically do boxing. And so I'm going to be teaching boxing techniques with the stick using the mitts that are going to lead into ballistic disarms, just quick entries, pop, 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 create distance, and then power strikes to follow through. So it's
interesting. So one of the things that I reached out to you was I really want to see this. I'm interested. I got to be honest. when you say lay on, so you're either negating movement on their part with a stick, you're trapping it. I mean, some way you're negating their movement for that split second of time while you can let the left hand go. Is that kind of?
That's exactly right. Yes. So we use the outside of our forearm or the inside of our forearm to either lay on this way or this way. And then from there we have the as Bobby says, the feeler and the killer with the stick hand.
Yeah.
So the feeler is can trap, it can lock, it can clip, it can, punch, it can strip, it can lift. So a lot to do with the empty hand. And so I'm going to be sharing some of those drills.
I'm looking forward to it. Really, I'm a student at heart, and GM Bobby, I'm going to take a wild guess here, and you're going to show some art called Balintawak. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there.
I just want to demonstrate a little bit of Balintawak.
Yeah.
Then maybe I have to do the hands. Everything is hands, I think. But I show the Balintawak way too. Yeah.
So would it be like material from like the grouping systems, or?
Oh, not really that, because grouping is always there. Believe me, this grouping system, this will not work in real fight, really. I tell you the truth, right? Grouping system is just like your progression, or grouping system is just like grade 3 in the elementary for me. Okay. Now that I learned for more than 60 years now, see. So the creation is brand new now. This is not like the originals, like the iron that you iron the clothing. What they used before is the charcoal, right? Now it's modernized, it's an electric thing now, something like that. The same as this in martial arts, you have to, everything is created by somebody. It's a new computer now. It's computer now. It's not anymore the old typewriters, like that.
Yeah, the martial, I mean, I tell you, and I've covered this on shows before, COVID changed the landscape of martial arts, and it's not going back. It's not. And when I say that it's not going back, I'm not necessarily putting that in a negative connotation. It's just not going back in there. We got Steve Millett.
Hey, Stump from Canada.
Yeah. We have to get him.
Good to see you, Steve.
He's interested. And we got stick boxing. Yeah, it's pretty much sounds like it. Guro Alex, talk about the special footwork.
Oh, that's it. That's the stomp.
The stomp. Okay.
So we were doing a Zoom training because Steve's one of my long range. So speaking of COVID, right? I picked up students through Zoom. Okay. And he's done an incredible job of training. And one day I invited him to come train with Bobby Tabata via Zoom. And so Bobby's like, "Stomp your foot, man." And what he wanted us to do is just like put your heel down. But Steve started lifting his foot and actually stomping it. And we kept trying to tell him like how to do it, and it was just so he would lift and stomp even more, and we just started laughing. It was just
so he was hey, he's gonna bring that to his level 7 test.
Yeah, that's right.
The stomping is just like the timing of your foot, the timing with your strike and the stomping of your heel.
Okay.
But it's big.
All right, Steve. Expect to see that in your level 7 test. And we got martial arts. Just I realized that I could have been mistaken for the jokes earlier. It was for okay. So Catherine does not think that bald guys are the most handsome. We just got a clarification in. We do that in fencing. Okay, so there's obviously something to the foot stomp. You guys, I timed this perfectly. It is 4:45. Am I good or what? Huh?
Can you tell everybody what you're going to be teaching? A little bit about what you're doing on Saturday with the Piper system, and then also your unveiling of your blade technologies on Sunday.
Yeah. So Saturday, I'm going to. Yeah. So basically, some folks asked, "Hey, would you be okay showing Piper?" And I had some reservations in the beginning for a few reasons. One, unfortunately, it has gotten a bad name. However, I've made a very concerted effort to change that, and that has been changing. And two, the ages that were there, like showing little kids, so talking to you, it seemed it would be okay. And so I think it's gonna be kind of neat where folks can kind of see this methodology that is unlike Western. The movement is very different. Yes, it's a blade. It thrusts like other systems. There's no doubt about it. However, though, there's some really unique aspects as far as movement, how to transition quickly without turning your whole body. I'm going to go into that. Um, Basically, while it is a criminal methodology, it doesn't mean we embrace the criminal aspect of that. Rather, we looked, well, me personally, I look to extract what I can from there, give the students from a self-defense lens and all that. So we're very careful, who we take for students, absolute screening. And we really impress upon the students that, hey, look, self-defense, even though we're looking at this criminal methodology, but we are going to extract stuff from self-defense and all that. The better, obviously, I feel with particularly Nike, the better you understand the offense, the better you're going to understand the defense, right? So definitely on the closer end, as far as, range, so to speak, you know what I mean? However, there is some footwork to get you in that range. And that's pretty much going to cover. So folks can leave, they can get a kind of a general idea what Piper's about. I definitely want them to go home with a couple concepts. So that's the goal for my segment on Saturday. Now, Sunday. So again, students over years were asking, hey, how come you don't make your own system? You've done all these knife systems, SEAC, Atienza, Sonoblend and this, that, Lameco, KI. I mean, why don't you blend in there and Piper and all that? So I finally took up here and put it on paper, and I didn't know how it was going to go or what the outcome would be. I just going to put it out there and see, and it's taken off. Already got like 15 students. It's only been out for 2 months. So folks love what they're seeing. And, it obviously helps, running FMA discussion and have a decent reputation. And then, so now regards to that Sunday, only be there in 2 hours. I'm going to give it overall, it's a comprehensive system. There's a defensive aspect, there's an offensive aspect, but more importantly, there is a great deal of subject matter in the pre-violent stages. Like, are you on somebody's radar? Somebody paying particular attention to you? How did they get there? Like, how did this person get to, you know what I mean? So that is really covered heavily in that. And Eric O'Brien was very kind. I did not send him a check. It's awesome stuff. So that's pretty much it. And
great. I look forward to it. So a lot of people are hyped about it. So it's going to be great.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And again, I just want to thank you. I mean, everything you've done, your efforts. I mean, this could not be possible if it were not for Guro Alex. I want everybody to understand that. So instrumental in organizing this. I mean, the work he's done on the back end, the flyers, the organization, just incredible. And again, just a heartfelt appreciation for you and what you've done.
Thank you, Dean. I appreciate that a lot, buddy. Thank you. It's going to be a great event.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Jam Bobby, always nice to talk to you and have you on here again. And I'm going to see you Saturday.
Yes. See you soon, man.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you for coming on. I'll see you soon.
All right.
See you.
All right. Take care.
Right.
All right, folks, our second stage where we have Guro Viko and GM Dan. And here they are without further ado. All right, guys. Hey, guys, how are you?
Good to see you.
Same here.
Yeah. Busy, man. Just overwhelming, to be quite honest. But I guess, but overall good. Yeah, but overwhelming though. So so okay, let's hear from you guys. You guys excited about Saturday? Let's hear it, and then we're gonna get into
looking forward to it.
Yeah, let's hear it. Jim Dan. So tell us. I mean, I was so glad that you agreed to do this, and we and Alex were talking, and I want to thank you for agreeing to do this and be part of this. So, what say you?
Well, I love teaching, and showcasing the art of the Robio Eskrima. And you know, I've studied more than just the Robio Eskrima. Okay, I've been doing Filipino martial arts for over 50 years.
50. Wow. I would have never guessed 50. Wow.
Yeah. And so, yeah. And so, you know, I'm a member of the Black Masters Sphinx Karate Clan of the Philippines.
I remember hearing when you were on the episode, you talking about that.
And they're based out of Cotabato, which is in the southern Philippines.
Okay.
And so, you know, I'm on their board of advisors. And so, you know, they're wanting to propagate their Arnis 63 generals. And so, you know, some of that is going to start coming out here in the near future.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
And so, you know, and of course, you know, my love for the Robio has propagated, and it's spreading, and you know, people like it, and you know, we have a lot of commonalities with what Viko does. You know, there's a lot of things that kind of do this, you know, you know, whether it's the footwork or passing and things like that. So, you know, things are moving, you know, and
sure. Yeah, because you got, obviously, I mean, you got Tuan Brandon and Alvin, right? I mean, those are your kind of your top guys, right?
Well, I've got more than that. I've got a lot of instructors in like Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Right. Arlen Sanford's played around with you. I mean,
Arlen Sanford is one of my red shirts or full qualified instructors.
Okay.
I have Mike Wanke, Antoinette Chavez, Melchor Chavez. I mean, I have a lot of red shirts, fully qualified instructors. The biggest bunch of them is located in Albuquerque, New Mexico, but I also have some in Florida.
Okay.
In different parts of Florida, but you know, they're all trying to you know, step into those shoes and you know, and move the art along. You know,
sounds like they're doing it. I mean, you know, when I had Tuan Brandon on and Alvin, I'm still trying to cajole him to come on, but I think you know, I think he could be such a great interview, and but he just not doing it yet. Maybe you talk to him.
I'll try to put something in his ear.
That you go on FMA discussion. You need to. He just sent me a message today about a possible theme episode to do, which I thought was really good. It actually was a really, really good suggestion. I say, hey, you know, by the way, you know, coming on, and he's just like, I don't know. He's just, I don't know if it's shyness or doesn't want to be in the limelight for an hour. I don't know, but maybe if you talk to him, and maybe he'll change it. Maybe he'll change his mind.
Yeah, it'll be good for everyone. You know, like
yeah, I think so.
You know, like you know, Bobby was saying, you know, it's time for us to, you know, all get together and lift each other up, you know. And
yeah, we're not getting any younger, right?
Oh man, I'm gonna be 70, man.
A couple of years, I'm turning the big 60, so it's yeah, we're not getting any younger.
I'm not young like Viko.
yeah. I know
he got some white hair, Guro.
Yeah. So all right, Guro Viko. So what do you think Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, to finally be in the same teaching seminar together with Guro Dan and Bobby and Alex and yourself is, first of all, one of the big reasons why now. And then second is to show support for your production. I believe this is the first time we're doing the FMA discussion on the road, which is a great element in the new program to add something new. I really think it will grow really well. So I want to be, you know, very honored to be the beginning of it. And I think you would have shown what was going to be taught. So I'm going to go straight to medium range and short range tactics. Normally with KI, when you start off with long range movements because that's the safest range. So I'm gonna mix it up a bit and go straight into medium range. And this is where I think a lot of like similarities to what Guru Dan said, where we actually have a lot in common. So I think I hope it's exciting. It's the medium and short range is kind of like the more challenging the challenging range in KI. So definitely want to just showcase that and some things that people don't normally get to see at that range under KI. So bring that about, and then obviously show with a knife. But in general, to propagate, continue the legacies of my masters, Master Tuper, Master Tony. That's number one. And so it's a very compound reason, but I'm very excited for next weekend. So
yeah, I mean, hopefully some momentum we gain here and work out with other cities and with other like-minded folks. We'll see. But I figured North Carolina was a good place to start. When I watched Alex's interview, gosh, it probably was like a year and a half ago. So I'm just like watching this guy, and he's showing pictures he's showing inside of his facility, and I'm listening to him. I'm like, and this is during COVID, or I'm thinking, when I started brainstorming how to reinvent myself and how to keep momentum going, I'm like, this is the guy. I'm like, his spot, his attitude, his enthusiasm. This guy's just a go-getter. And sure enough, he was on board, and he's been just incredible to work with, so instrumental.
I echo what you said before they went off. Is Alex really put this together.
Yeah, if it wasn't for him, I hope folks understand that this would not be happening. So, GM Dan, what are you going to be showing? I just saw something. I remember in the group message something about very painful locks.
Yes. There are a basic 144 stick locks.
Wow.
And so I'm going to introduce some of the basic ones that can be done with any system.
Okay.
Right? Not just our system of passing. I'm going to show it so that you can do it whether you're passing a strike or stopping a strike. You can go into very close range locking. So basically, you're learning how to use your free hand, how to manipulate the other opponent so that you can apply the locks. Now, once these locks are applied, both of your hands are incapacitated, right? So it kind of just shuts you down, right? And so I can shut you down and still have a free hand. And so, and depending on the amount of pressure that you want to use, it can be pain, intense pain, or shattered bone, right? Because it's just once you've done that, you're breaking everything, right? And so you have to do it with control because it's really devastating.
Yeah, like if you don't have control, somebody's gonna be leaving there with broken fingers or hand.
Shattered wrist, elbow, So we'll go slow and kind of introduce you to that. But, that's done with the weapons. But I've also incorporated it so that you could do it empty hands.
Okay.
And so, like when you're doing Paksao, Huba, whatever you want to call it, if you're in that close range and I touch you, I should be able to lock you up.
Nice.
And break your foundation and again, go into bone breaking techniques.
Gotcha. Yeah. How many Yukis you bringing?
Actually, a lot of students are coming from here in South Carolina.
So those going to be your volunteers
they've already felt it. We need the people that haven't felt it to feel it.
All right. So you might be asking for volunteers.
If I use my own students, they're gonna go, oh, they're just helping him along, right?
Okay.
When I use somebody else that they don't know what I'm doing, and then they feel it, and then their eyes go like that, and they go, that's real, And you know, you gotta feel it to believe it.
No, yeah, no. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think there's a substitute. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to feel. Yeah.
And so, you know, so it's always been about touching hands.
Mm.
You really know somebody's skill when you touch hands, right? You know, because, you know, doing videos, YouTube, and all of that, you know, yeah, it looks all pretty, but it's not the same as being in front.
Yeah, good supplemental, but right, nothing substitute, nothing takes place.
You know, and you look at it in video, and it might not even look good. It might look like it might not work. You know, you know, I've had people go, you know, I've seen you do that on video, but holy cow, in person is just crazy, right? And so, and that's what you want. You want people to, you know, to understand, like, holy cow, how much there is to the Filipino martial arts.
Yeah.
You know? And, you know, and I've been lucky, you know. I got to chances to work with Edgar Solite. I got to work with let's see, just about everybody. You know?
Yeah, I mean, 50 years. I imagine you crossed paths.
You know, because Nari Babao, you know, introduced me to the Cañetes, right? So I played with Dionisio Cañete, right? Richard Bustillo, Dan Inosanto, you know, people from modern Arnis, you know, that they weren't teaching, but they knew it, right? And so I met them in the military, right? In the Navy, you know? And so the Navy had a lot of Filipino martial arts people in there, you know, and they were good, you know. They just didn't teach other people.
They just weren't sharing. Okay.
They kept it to themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, I lucked out because I fell into that group early on, right? Like they adopted me. and ever since, they all wanted to show me, you know. I've worked out with Rafi Pambuan, you know, Wyatt, you know, some of the grandmasters of Serrata, you know.
Oh, Kabbalah. Okay. Yeah.
You know, so I mean, the amount of knowledge that I've been introduced to is really pretty vast.
Yeah, 50 years, I bet. I mean, you know, I tell you, GM Rafi, he had him on here. He seems like a really good special guy, huh?
He is. You know, usually when he does one of his big seminars and stuff, he always invites me to come down and teach. And, you know, the greatest compliment that I ever got from Rafi Pambuan was, he goes, "Man, you moved like my father." I mean, wow, you know. And
yeah, if he's comparing to that, I mean, his own.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I'm excited. So, you know, I mean, see how it goes. This is gonna be the first one. See how it goes.
I think it'll be a great thing. You know, the people that are gonna show up, you know, the stuff that Viko has, you know, is incredible. You know, everybody has really good stuff to show, and you know, and if you pay attention, you're gonna learn, you know, something.
I think so. I would hope so, right?
You're gonna walk away with something good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? I loved the time that I spent with Viko, and you know, he was showing me stuff, and I showed him stuff. He showed me
too short of a time. Too short of a time. This time we have more time. This is why I'm very excited.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be. I mean, it's only, you know, the first one I wanted to just do one day, just see how it goes, and can this work? Can it be successful with different folks and logistics and all that? And then if it continues and this goes well, Atlanta's on Miami, Atlanta, already kind of being planned. There's one in Philadelphia, kind of outside of Philadelphia, I should say. Maryland, August. So this is kind of the stepping stone and to see, you know, where it goes. But I think,
and you know, I'm really looking forward to seeing what you have to teach.
Yeah.
Because the only thing I've seen of the Piper system, I've seen it on video on YouTube and stuff like that. People, doing the little.
Yeah, everybody's, oh, you mean that blade that makes that noise? I mean, there's just so much more.
But but I haven't seen it in person, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's the deal. You want to see it in person. It's like, yes, it's nice to see it on YouTube, but no, I want to see Viko in person. No, I want to see you in person.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be exciting because not many people know about it. There's stuff from videos from Lloyd and Nigel, but not being able to experience. And again, there's just some really neat stuff in there that you can take and put into. It's made to be blended with stuff, 100%. And some of the movements, they have a really unique way of moving and transitioning to get to somewhere quicker, and stuff like that. There's a lot of intentional balancing. And there's a subsystem called Tripwire, which is a system to get kind of counter Piper, but there's some really, some of the aspects of that and the tactics of that and the principles are pretty incredible in there. And Eric is Eric O'Brien, crazy Eric from Florida. I'm gonna know what we're gonna do with this guy. Eric is saying, show the locks on routine.
Okay.
No, Eric, that will not be occurring. Wait, when you're going on first, I believe.
Yeah. So I'm going to have to get up awful early to drive up there. And where are you guys staying? So that
I'm staying the Marriott. That was what Guro Alex suggested. The Marriott.
All right. So
I'm driving back to Charlotte, so it's like 30 minutes from here. So.
Okay, so I'll book at the same hotel, so like that, we can hang out and stuff.
Yeah, the Marriott. Yeah, it's what I tell you. It was pretty reasonable as far as price. The Marriott looked pretty nice.
All right, so the Marriott at
Dallas.
And supposedly it's pretty close to airport and pretty close to where Alex's school is. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're going on first, So
I'm driving straight from here to there, and I'll be ready to go.
Because I'm thinking I can maybe experience and feel your locks, long as I can still use my right.
Oh, I'm not. You know what? That I have control.
No,
I know people that.
You know what I mean?
When they do it, they just want to hurt you, right?
Yeah.
I know when to stop.
No. All right. Well, hey, I'm volunteering for the Science Project. Okay. See, Eric, and don't worry, Eric. I got a prize for you next time we see each other. Oh boy. So Viko. So defensive movements, middle range. Those famous.
Hopefully it'll open up the world of the empty hand, the left hand, if you're right-handed. With the middle range, the left hand could already touch your face, could touch the body.
Yeah.
And if you look at Tatan's videos, you'll see that left hand almost as busy as the weapon hand.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be an emphasis on being very mindful of it. But we sometimes tend to forget it, or sometimes people will hit themselves in the body to hit. That doesn't happen in KI, because just in case you're holding a blade, you don't stab yourself. Yeah. Edge, right? You've seen that, right? They do it. No, none of that. So the left hand is actually very offensive and also defensive. So we'll start to show some of the body mechanics and putting power on the left hand. That comes into play. Knowing when not to cut through or when to pull back to reset, because maybe you're a little bit too close. All those little elements of range. Okay. And then just a lot of direct strikes to the body or to the closest part of the body.
Opening
that habit, building that habit, and some of the drills to hone in and master that habit of not looking at the weapon anymore, but looking at the opening. So
you realize you only have an hour, right?
I know. So we're gonna make it really fast. It's gonna come in. We'll just make sure, hopefully.
Because I was thinking, like, okay, I want to show this, I want to
Yeah.
show this tactic.
I got to show one or two drills that incorporates all of that, and you can.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, because I go, okay, I want to show this. I want to show this. I want to show this. And like, oh, wait a minute, man.
And I'm coming on right before lunch, so you know what I mean. People are gonna be impatient.
You know, and GM Dan,
Yes,
right here. Alex, so the Courtyard. So the Marriott Courtyard, Gastonia.
Courtyard, Gastonia. Got it.
Yeah. And again, pretty reasonable. Looked pretty good. So, yeah. But yeah, I know. I'm just thinking, because man, you start writing these down. I want to show this, and then before you know it, man, you're like not even halfway through a list, and you're looking at the clock. 10 minutes left.
10 minutes left. Hand sparring.
That's not man. I've been there, man. It's not a good feeling, man. I'm telling you right now, it's a bad day.
It's gonna have to be chosen, chosen properly.
Yeah,
I'm just excited to be in the same roof with everybody, and it's also for the brotherhood as well.
Yeah. All right, what's Eric's?
Yeah. Eric supplied me with a bunch of energy drinks.
Oh my God, when I go down there, I come back home with a bunch of supplements. And
the guy has so many different types and brands that he said,
could easily. Okay, yeah. I mean, here's Alex just hit the head of the nail, right? I mean, right here. I mean, you know what I mean? Like both could easily, I mean, hopefully we can turn it to a regular. Yeah, that would be kind of neat. But yeah, enough said. I mean, like just giving a taste of, like that's why I kind of chose Piper, because I'm looking at, you know what? My goal is that folks can leave and they can say, hey, I saw Piper, experience it. I saw some of the tactics. I got a better understanding of it than what I was seeing just on YouTube. And that's my goal. You know what I mean? Just to give some things they can go home with, or they incorporate, implement, or bridge into their own system if they choose to, and stuff like that. So that's the premise I'm coming from. There, kind of give them some of the bigger components are using there, and let them play around for a few minutes each and go from there.
Yeah, so I was gonna say, for those of you that have bought my book, if you bring it, I'll autograph.
Oh, you'll sign it. Are you bringing any books?
No, I'm actually all out, and so
I guess that's a good thing. They're sold.
I didn't get a chance to put in a new order, but just remember, the secret artist. And it's been out for a couple of years, and it was at one time in the top 3. So,
hey, if you don't have any left, obviously it did pretty well, right? If you have to order more, so obviously and so there's enough said there. And you're in GM Bobby's book, right?
Yes.
Okay, because I'm bringing. Where is it? So you can sign it.
You got it.
Yeah. So every time I go somewhere, I try to get whoever's in here to sign.
I Viko might be in there too.
Who's that?
I think Viko might be in there too. I would check.
Both the
there's a bunch of pictures there. I don't probably
all the pillars are in here. Yeah. So
but I am ordering the book right now, Master Dan. So by the time I get it, I'm going to ask you to see.
Yeah, that's what I was asking. If you had some left, you can bring it. Well, obviously to sell, but I would definitely would like one for sure.
I just bought it. There you go.
That is a big book, Eric. It is a big book. Eric, this is Eric. Eric, take my advice on this, Eric. Eric, get this book. That's your homework, Eric.
Oh, that's the Filipino martial arts one.
From Brahm? Yeah.
I thought you were saying Bobby's book.
Bobby was pretty big too.
Why did I? Oh, because he was just on. I still have him on my mind. But this is the one I want you. Yeah. Yeah, GM Bobby still in my mind. Yeah. But awesome. Yeah. So I can't wait to see you guys. I think it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys where you're showing and participating and whole 9 yards. And we got Kurt. I'll come down from Alaska to share some of my rubber cluckery someday. Yes, we all are looking to look at that methodology and see that. But any final thoughts, GM Dan?
Well, looking forward to seeing everybody. Come on down. I mean, this or up, depending on where you're coming from. And this is probably one of the best lineups out there right now. And Bobby Tabuada is at the top. And
who's leading FMA today? Who is the iconic figure right there as we speak in FMA?
And you couldn't ask for a better lineup. I'm real proud to be there with all you guys. And
well, I'm honored to share the floor with each and every one of you. I'm a student at heart, so I just to be in the floor with you guys is an honor, and absolutely, 100%. And I promise, I will be nervous and. What we got here? Like,
nothing to be nervous about. Nothing to be nervous about.
Big thanks to all of you to be part of this awesome event. No, we should be we're thanking you, Alex. This wouldn't be happening if it weren't for you. Yeah. Royce Ramos, hello, good afternoon, everybody. And that's Royce. All right. I'm looking forward. I think it's gonna be great. And I really hope this momentum can be gained from this, and not just from where it's FMA discussion behind it. I hope other folks will piggyback off and just do their own thing from it. I mean, I think that's the idea. You know what I mean? And hopefully this will happen. Getting different folks together.
This is a good thing.
I think so.
Putting these events together. With all these different instructors, so that every instructor can lift every other instructor. And we could only grow from this.
I would think, right?
And just got to do it and then do it again.
But that's my goal. My goal is to definitely keep pushing this, and hopefully others will follow. I mean, again, I got some lined up: Maryland, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, with those lightning bolt guys. Atlanta, Florida. I want to really target East Coast first. If that goes well, then I'll see about going west. You know what I mean? But I figure I would try to East Coast first. And Eric's looking for trouble, man. Make him tap, GM Gina.
He won't be able to. His hands will be tied.
Yeah.
Well, you can tap your foot.
Eric, man, you got something coming. I'm telling you.
Made that right. Yeah.
He's funny though. Eric's a funny guy. Awesome. Final word, Guro Viko.
I mean, just really to be so excited. If you guys haven't, are thinking or on the fence, come over. It's going to be a great time. This is with GM Bobby, GM Dan, Dean. It's just going to be fun, right? And camaraderie is just going to be fun. Of course, you definitely learn something. And this is the first of the FMA discussion on the road, which I think is again a great idea. I hope we set a good precedent. Really do. And again, GM Bobby on the lineup. I mean, how can you say no? So very excited and also very honored to be part of it. So thank you.
Yeah, I think
and to Alex for hosting.
Alex. Can't thank him enough.
Providing the venue.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a gorgeous place. I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm just so glad I went with my intuition and just seeing him in that interview and like writing his name down. Okay, first FMA discussion on the road, Alex.
I think
And
Alex also just got some gold medals in karate as well. So maybe people
yeah,
don't.
he's got So but much to your point, like if it doesn't, I'm going to tell you something. If it doesn't work here with you guys, it's not working. It's not like if it cannot work with you guys, it's not working. I mean,
It'll work, buddy.
The key is, advanced preparation. Give people plenty of time so that they can plan.
Yeah.
If it's short notice, it's not going to work. But
It could
if
be tough.
give people the time to go, oh yeah, I got a month or 2 or 3 to, save up for this event, make arrangements to go or whatever. That's the key, and advertising.
Yeah, and the numbers look pretty good. I mean, there was a little issue because June and all that, but it's what was first available. But despite all that, he's saying it's looking really good. He's also saying that, of course, like just human nature, you're going to get those last minute folks. You know what I mean? That didn't pull the trigger early. They're going to wait. So I'm sure there'll be some of them coming in as well.
Yeah.
But looking forward to it, you guys, and I appreciate you guys being part of it and coming on and talking about it, promoting it, and so forth. So, yeah, so we're 6 days away, right? 6 days away.
6 days.
10 o'clock. Start time. So, folks, if you're watching this, and if you're in the area, whether you're in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Florida,
Alaska,
don't miss out. If you're in Alaska, not too late to jump on that plane. And all right, guys. Hey, I appreciate it, and looking forward to seeing both of you as well as Guro, Alex, and GM Bobby Saturday. Actually, I'll be in Friday night, so I don't know if you guys are around Friday night. If so, let me know. But I'm coming. Actually, I'm coming. I believe 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5 o'clock Friday night. So.
Okay, good.
Yeah. But, awesome, guys. Well, hey, respect and salute you, and I'll see you guys Saturday.
Thank you.
All right.
See you, Jim, Dan. See you guys soon.
All right, guys.
All right, you guys take care.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll be in touch. All right, Alex. I'll never. Eric Gilgan promo 2030. All right, folks, that wraps up 415. Who is next? I believe Wednesday or Thursday. Guru Nigeli, PTK, I believe. I'm going to have to double check that, though. Yeah, I believe that. And some interesting episodes coming up. We have Darren Friesen, he's coming up. Guro Nigeli, who I just mentioned. Jason coming on. We're going to be talking about there. Also, 52 Blocks. I'm bringing back on to talk about knife hierarchy. Yeah, some interesting stuff coming up. So yeah, but as always, it always gets pinned in FMA discussion. So you always you'll see the flyers there. You know that. All right, folks. Thank you for watching and those who commented. And I will hopefully we'll see you guys next week. All right. Take care.